Alright guys, welcome to day 3 of the pizza dough making process. So, remember we did the first day we did the natural fermentation, which was the poolish, where we mixed the 300 grams of flour, 300 grams of water with the 5 grams of dry yeast. Yesterday, we added the 700 grams of flour with 400 grams of water to that mixture. And we made a big ball, and then today we let it rest for 24 hours, and now we get this here. So as you can see, it's a big ball. It grew about twice the size. So this is what you want to do. You want to get some, you want to have a nice clean working area with a lot of space. You want to have a scale, some of the flour, because you're going to need this to put on the countertop, and one of these. You can buy this on Amazon, and you're going to need this to break up the dough. You'll see in a little bit. So, the first thing you want to do is to get some of this flour here, and you want to put it on the counter. You don't want to put too much, just enough so it won't stick. You want to put this here. You want to have the scale to the side. Let's put some more here. Alright. You want to have a tray ready. So when you make the balls, you can land them on here and let them rest on this tray here. So I don't have too much space, but this is what we're going to do here now. You get this bowl and just flip it right over here and let it fall out. Sometimes it falls right out depending on how much olive oil. Remember, we put olive oil in the bowl yesterday so that it wouldn't stick. So depending on how much olive oil you put, sometimes it'll come right out. It's a little stuck here. Or you can also do one of these. Give it a little push. There we go. And there we go. We got the dough right here. This is the big piece of dough here. We get some flour. Put it on the top. A little more. Put it on the top. There you go. Now, you want to get this the cutter right here. What you want to do is, it depends how big, how thick you want to make the pizza. Depending on that is how you cut the dough. But I like to cut it into 240 gram balls. So you just, and remember this too. The top part that I had, you always want that top part to be facing down. You want to cut like this. And you place it on the scale. You got 220. You cut a little piece here. 250. 250 is good. 250, 240 is fine. And then you just want to do one of these. That part that I put on the bottom always stays on the outside. And then you just tuck the rest in. You do one of these here. You don't have to do it exactly like that, but as long as you tuck it in and seal it so it can maintain some air inside. That's what makes the bread have those little air pockets. When you see a bread and you see it has the air inside of it, it has those little holes. This is how we get that. And you can put it on the counter right here. You can do one of these. You get it here by the bottom, and you roll it, and you roll it, and then you just let it rest right here. And we keep doing that. Also guys, when you take this out of the refrigerator, you want to let it rest until it gets to room temperature. You don't want to break up the dough when it's cold, because that'll damage the dough. Put it here. 240, that's good. This is the top part right here. Well, this bottom part is what was on top of the bowl here. Alright, I flipped it like that. So I'm cutting it like that, placing it like that. And this part over here that's on top, you see this part right here that's on top, is still this part here. So you want to keep it like that. And this part, you want to put it inside. Tuck it to the inside, tuck it to the inside. And I make a little ball like this. Seal it. I like to put it on the counter and do this little movement right here. It might take a couple of tries for you to get that little movement there, but you'll get it. There we go. Have another pizza ball there. And right here, 247, that's good enough. I'm gonna do one of these. And look at that dough, it's nice, strong. And pizza comes out really good with this dough here. Again, you can make the dough balls bigger, smaller. If you want to make little tiny personal pizzas, you just do maybe like 125 gram balls, and you can make little personal pizzas. It all depends. You can play with it however you want. So we got 3 there. This is probably a little too small. 200. 250 again, like that. Suck it inside. And look at that piece of ball. Really, really good stuff. So one of these, just to get it nice and round. Let me come over here and get this other one. 215, 250. There, another ball. Probably got like 2 more balls there. So we got another one here. Nice little dough balls. There. And we probably got 2 more. Let's cut this one in the middle here. 225. 240. 240 is good because that one's already looks a little small, so. You just want to toss it up. A little air ball. And just to get you just want to get a little ball and seal it here. Pinch it on the bottom, seal it. There you go. And this last one, how much is that one? 245, this is good. So there we go. So all the pizza balls are done. So you also, before you do this process, you want to have like the pan, like I told you guys, with olive oil on it. Nice and greased up to have the balls resting. So there we go, I have another one there. So you want to have this greased up and ready. You see it? So you get these, and this is great too, guys. Check it out. You just do this. You pick up all the flour, cleans the surface really good. So you want to do now is get these balls, give them one last little spin like that, nice and round. And you want to put them on the tray. You got one, and then you put them on the tray. You put them on this tray, let them rest for about an hour, 45 minutes, and then you cover them and put them in the refrigerator. Unless you're going to use all of them right away, you just let them rest 45 minutes and you can start making your pizza. Right here. Right here. Right here. And this one here. So I got an extra one here. I don't want it to touch too much, but we can make an exception here. Like this is the corner. And we got the last one, put it right here. And there we have the pizza balls. And where's the I like to get some olive oil. Like this here. And just put it on top so it doesn't dry out. Doesn't have to be a lot. Like that. And that on the top. On the top.
Coño, ahora sí, Javi.
Yeah. On the top.
Ya está cogiendo camino, Angelito.
Got some customers checking in on the process. You got that. And there you go. And now you just want to put this somewhere to rest for an hour, room temperature. And there you have the dough balls. 7 pizzas. Pretty heavy. So that's good. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. I made the dough, I think last week I did this same process. I made dough balls, you know, I didn't eat all the pizzas in one day, so you can freeze the dough balls. Once they're made like that, you let them rest for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and you can freeze them. And whenever you want pizza, all you gotta do is take it out of the refrigerator, take it out of the freezer, let it defrost for about an hour until it gets to room temperature, basically, and then you can just make your pizza. So right here I have a dough that was frozen. Check it out. I did this one last week, the same process, did it last week. And I defrosted it. And now we're gonna try to make a pizza with it. Let's see how good it comes out, even after it's been frozen for about a week. So to do this, I'll do this all the way. See the ball right here? You wanna throw some flour on it. Throw some flour on it, take it out of the plate, the flour, dip it in all that flour there. There you go. So dough. You throw it on the tray. I like to put it on the tray that I'm going to use to put in the oven. And you start stretching it out. Like so. Some people like to do the whole fancy thing of throwing it up in the air. This is real thin, a real small dough, so it's going to be a real small pizza, but you can make the dough balls as big as you want. If you want a bigger pizza, you're going to have a lot of people over. You want to feel the thickness of it. You don't want it to be super thin here and thicker here, so you can feel it. You can feel where it's thicker, where it's thinner, and you just start feeding it out. Again, guys, it doesn't have to be a perfect round shape. You know, there's no rules to making pizza, at least that's my opinion. You can do it whatever shape, whatever ingredients. There you go. So the pizza is stretched out basically, as good as it's gonna get. Because this tray is way bigger than it was for a bigger piece of dough than what I had here. And then you want to get your ingredients, which I told you guys, always have it ready to go. The oven has been heating up for about 40 minutes. You want the oven nice and hot before you put the pizza in there, because if not, the cheese will melt and the bread won't be cooked yet. And the cheese will burn, sorry. And the bread won't be cooked yet. You can get any sauce. I'm using this one. You can get whatever sauce you want, doesn't matter. And you want to put it on here. Let's do one more. Nice and saucy. You want to spread it out evenly everywhere. You can put more sauce, less sauce. It's all up to you guys. There you go. Here's all covered with some salt in the middle, more in the middle. So we got the sauce on there. You have the sauce on there. Now you want to add the cheese. I'm using fresh mozzarella, guys. For me, this is the best way to go. Fresh mozzarella. You can use shredded, but fresh mozzarella is way. The taste is way different. The cheese is more stretchy and melts a lot more. And it's tastier. But you can use shredded as well. You don't have to put a whole lot because you see these little squares. It looks like the pizza's empty right now with cheese, but when it melts, this thing really spreads out. But hey, if you like extra cheese, we're gonna go for extra on this one. Make sure you cover every part of the pizza here. Let's see. Right here. Good stuff, good stuff. Quite a lot of cheese on this one, damn. Freaking cheesy, freaking like cheese pizza today. Alright, so we put some cheese on it like that. Then we sprinkle some of this diced ham all over it. So that good. I used to use whole ham, and that was a mistake. This diced ham is way better. It gets all over the pizza, and it's tasty. But again, you can add whatever you want to these pizzas. And we're here, and then we're gonna add some pepperoni. Oh, it's two. I'm gonna add some pepperoni all over the pizza. Right here. There's gonna be a loaded pizza here. And ooh, it's a thick piece, they didn't cut it. Alright, right here. Pizza here. Also, I like to add I like to make this mix of olive oil with Italian seasoning and garlic and some salt. It's really good stuff. And just put it on the pizza. And gives it a really good garlicky flavor. There you go. I'm gonna add that. Some cheese on there. And some of this 3 cheese. You can add any kind of cheese. Any kind of powdery cheese, or if you guys want to grate your own cheese, any kind of cheese, you can put it on there. And that's it. So you make the pizza how you want. We got the oven. It's been on for about an hour. Remember, you want to have the pizza stone in there while the oven is getting hot. And you just slide it on in there. And we let it cook for a little bit there. Alright. If you like it crunchy, if you like it soft, actually, you can take the pizza out and eat it right now. If you like the soft bread. I like to go for a little more crunchier bread, so I'm gonna give it a little more time. But I do want to try to take it off that sheet pan. Let me see if it's ready to go. There it is. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, now the bread is nice and crispy on the edges. It's soft in the middle. This cheese did release a lot of juices, a lot of liquid. So you see, it's still pretty soft. But I can slide it now. Great. So what you want to do is open the oven. Since the edges are crispy, but the center is still a little soft because of the cheese, you just want to slide it onto the stone. Like that. And now it'll get a little crispy on the center, and then we take it out. Maybe like 4 minutes. Alright, so now we're gonna take it out. Let's take it out. That'll be a nice soft one. A soft pizza with a crispy crust. Oops. There it is. It's cooked. If you look at the bottom, it's nice and cooked. It's really, really, really thin. This is like a dang. The dough is like a crepe almost. That's how thin it was. And you want to get this, and you just want to cut it like that. Like that. Again, if you like it crispier, you can leave it in there a longer time. But it'll come out, it comes out good, crispy or not. It comes out really, really good. Either way. Guys, I recommend you try this to make this pizza dough. Freaking fantastic. Super light. Like you can eat this whole pizza by yourself and you won't feel like super bloated. Because for example, you get like, let's see, this pizza here, right? And look at that, look how thin it is. Look how thin that pizza is. It's thin, you can fold it. Look at the crust, it's nice. Thin, soft, so good, guys. I recommend you try it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Again, you can put any toppings you want, there's no rules. But you guys gotta definitely try this pizza dough recipe, and let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, anything. Leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching, guys.